Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon on the national news this hour from BGI Television. First, the headlines. Tinubu signs amended Electricity Act bill. Tinubu can't do certain things for Nigerians. His powers are limited, Fashola. We need to moderate demand for Forex, says Cardoso. Since fuel subsidy was removed, the three tiers of government have been sharing over 1 trillion naira a month. Economic hardship, Nigerians tired of government rhetoric, want action. TUC. On sport, Nigeria's Flamingos inflict heavy defeat on Central African Republic in Abuja. I am Morire Rabila Lawal, the news in detail. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has assented to the Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2024 into law. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Ajuri Ngelale, announced this in a statement. He said the Electricity Act Amendment Bill 2024 seeks to address the development and environmental concerns of host communities and set aside 5% of the actual annual operating expenditures of power generating companies from the preceding year for the development of their respective host communities. The bill further provides that the funds set aside for the development of host communities will be received, managed and administered for infrastructure development in the host community by a reputable trustee manager to be jointly appointed by the respective Genco and their host community, the statement read. Sponsored by Honorable Babajimi Benson, who represents Ikorodu Federal Constituency for Lagos, the bill was passed by the House of Representatives on July 27, 2023 and the Senate on November 14, 2023. Babatunde Fashola, former governor of Lagos, says many services that Nigerians are expecting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to provide are not his responsibilities. Fashola said the constitutional powers of the president make Nigerians expect that he or she can do everything for them. Speaking, the former minister said it is not the responsibility of the president to provide water for citizens and ensure environmental sanitation. Fashola said the idea that the president has too much power is premised on the fact that some people still have the mindset of militarizing Nigerian politics. The president is not an absolute custodian of power, but a custodian of power in a constitutional democracy with checks and balances, he says. These are kinds of questions that we should be asking ourselves. Are we expecting so much from the president? The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Olayemi Cardoso, the governor, has implored Nigerians to cut down on their demand for Forex. We must moderate our demands for Forex where there are opportunities to substitute locally, so we should. The CBN governor said during an appearance before the Senate Joint Committee on Finance, Banking, and other financial institutions and national planning on Friday. While making these requests, Cardoso advised the federal government to look into improving the educational medical sectors as means of dissuading people from traveling outside the country to get better services. The total quantum for education and medicals is more than our external reserves. If we can up our game on education and medicals, there won't be the need for our people to go abroad. The continual scramble for the dollar by Nigerians to pay tuition fees as well as medical and import bills has continued to pile pressure on the naira. With limited access to Forex, many are turned to black market as a viable option. Speaking on the monetary policy to tackle the ongoing inflation in the country, the CBN governor insisted the switch to a single rate was an intentional model to help improve investment credibility in the country. In a recent interview, Femi Falana, a senior advocate of Nigeria, expressed concerns about the removal of fuel subsidy and its implications for government finances. Falana highlighted that since the removal of fuel subsidy in May last year, the federal, state and local government have been sharing a significant sum of money monthly, amounting to over 1 trillion naira. Falana cited specific figures, noting that in June last year alone, the amount shared reached a staggering 1.9 trillion naira, underscoring the substantial financial gains resulting from the removal of the subsidy. He emphasized that even in December of the same year, the amount shared remained high at 1.7 trillion naira. He urged the government to prioritize the needs of the citizens and channel the financial gains from the subsidy removal towards meaningful projects and programs that benefit the populace. The Trade Union Congress TUC wants the federal government to go beyond promises and get to work to cushion the economic hardship facing Nigerians. Since assuming office in May, President Bola Tinubu ended the fuel subsidy and also floated the naira, resulting in a tripling of the prices of petrol and a hike in the cost of living. Although the federal government has rolled out plans to cushion the impact of the moves, with several meetings held between it and organized labor, the president of the Trade Union Congress TUC, Festus Osifo, is lamenting the hardship in the country and wants actions to combat it. He spoke on Friday edition of a program. As an average Nigerian, one of the things you spend your hard-earned money on is actually food. The government must do something, the TUC chief added. Labour had reached an agreement with the federal government over the rising cost of living in the wake of the subsidy removal. But the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC and the TUC have issued an ultimatum to the government to fulfill its end of the deal. In the wake of the prevailing hardship, government officials have repeatedly urged Nigerians to be patient over the reforms, which Tinubu says will bring in more foreign investment to Africa's largest economy. Moving on to the next story. The Northern Emancipation Network has strongly condemned allegation and an alleged move by the anti-graft agency to investigate former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. The chairman of the organization, Suleiman Abba, in a statement expressed concern over the ongoing alleged intimidation and harassment of governor, stating that such actions were unacceptable to the ex-governor of the state. The group stated that the original charge against Yahaya Bello alleged his involvement in the conspiracy to convert funds belonging to the Kogi State government. However, the organization highlighted that the offense was said to have occurred in September 2015, before Bello even assumed office as governor. The Yoruba Youth Council also advised the anti-graft agency to leave Yahaya Bello in peace in view of what it described as his outstanding performance in office. In a statement by its national president, Comrade Eric Oluwole, the council said that in view of the state government declarations, the anti-graft body should beam its satellite elsewhere and leave Bello alone in its alleged move to nail the ex-governor. From Kogi to Ekiti, Ondo State precisely. A socialite and businessman in Ondo State, Seson Adelabu, has reportedly committed suicide after killing his wife in Akure, the state capital. Details of the incident remain sketchy, but unconfirmed sources allege that the socialite caught his wife in bed with one of his security guards. The victim reportedly did the act and killed the woman, and after that committed suicide by drinking sniper and insecticide. Information gathered that the ugly incident occurred at his Alabaka GRA in Akure metropolis. His wife's lifeless body was left on their marital bed while the socialite died inside the toilet after drinking the insecticide. Adelabu, according to source, has a chain of business investment, including petrol stations in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Their corpses have been deposited at the Akure General Hospital. When contacted, the state police spokesperson, Fumi Odunlami, confirmed the incidents. Lastly, on sports. Nigeria's women national under-17 football team, the Flamingos, on Friday in Abuja, whitewashed their Central African Republic CAR counterpart 6-0 in the second leg of the 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifier. Information report that the match played at the Moshood Abiola International Stadium saw Flamingos Harmony Chidi scoring in the second minute of the game to keep our team in front. Chidi doubled the score in the 14th minute, while Tessie Ojiofor scored in 36th minute to increase the tally to 3. The visitors fought back with renewed vigor, but unable to utilize their scoring chance. On the resumption of the second half, the Nigerian girls continued to push for more goals, and their effort paid off when substitute Ramata Karim registered her name on score sheet in the 55th minute for the team's 4th goal. Karim went on to grab a brace in the 85th minute to further compound the woes of the visitors with a 5th goal. The humiliation was completed when Chidi scored the 6th goal of the match in the 90th minute to make it 6-0. The Flamingos defeated the Central African Republic in the 4th leg in Cameroon 6-0 as well. The win ensured the Flamingos moved into the next round of the qualifiers with 12 win aggregate, thumping off their Central African Republic counterpart. The 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, to be hosted by the Dominican Republic from October 16 to November 3rd, will be the 8th edition of the tournament. 16 teams from the 6 confederations are expected to participate in the championship. With the sports news, we've come to the end of today's national news. Before we go, some headlines. Tinubu signs amended Electricity Act Bill. Tinubu can't do certain things for Nigerians. His powers are limited. Fashola. We need to moderate demand for Forex, says Cardozo. Since fuel subsidy was removed, the 3 tiers of government have been sharing over 1 trillion naira a month. Falano. On sport, we brought to you Nigeria's Flamingos inflict heavy defeat on CAR in Abuja, Central African Republic counterpart. For update of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is Baba Bagede Imo Television. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawi Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rabila Lawan. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle.